Here are the stories that we're tracking for you today. New law of the day. The COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act now has the presidential signature. The House of Representatives passed the bill Tuesday to address the increase in hate crimes and violence against Asian Americans during the coronavirus pandemic. Reported hate crimes against Asians in 16 of the nation's largest cities and counties are up 164% since last year. The Hate Crimes Act passed by a 364-62 vote. All 62 votes against the bill were from Republicans. The Senate approved the legislation last month, with one no vote from Senator Josh Hawley. Coming soon, an end to the violence in Israel and Gaza, hopefully. The Israeli Security Cabinet has approved a unilateral ceasefire with Palestinian militant group Hamas after 11 days of fighting in Gaza. This comes one day after White House Deputy Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said President Biden conveyed to Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu
that he expected a significant de-escalation today on the path to a ceasefire.
The U.S., along with Egypt, Qatar, and several European nations, have been working to pressure both the Israeli government and Hamas leaders to end their military campaigns amid dire conditions in the region. Well over 200 Palestinians have died, including 65 children, and over 1,700 have been wounded. Over a dozen Israelis are dead and over 300 injured. On your radar, the Greater Idaho movement is picking up steam. What is that, you ask? It's a conservative grassroots campaign for certain Oregon counties to split off from the Democrat-controlled blue state by redrawing state lines to create a bigger, redder Idaho. And we at the Recount have been covering it since February of 2020. Well, on Tuesday, 5 eastern Oregon counties voted to actually consider this, the biggest victory to date for the petition. Citizens for Greater Idaho said that the 5 rural counties, Sherman, Lake, Grant, Baker, and Malheur, approved measures directing county commissioners to promote the concept of border relocation, joining 2 other counties, Union and Jefferson, that did so in November. Stat of the day. 85% of the American West is suffering through drought conditions right now, according to U.S. Drought Monitor. Almost half the region is now in extreme or exceptional drought following years of dry, hot conditions aggravated by climate change. Water levels are running dangerously low in rivers, reservoirs, and aquifers across much of the West, raising serious dangers of shortages, fallowed agricultural fields, and extreme wildfires in the coming months. Number of the day, 6. That's the number of no-hitters there have been so far in the 2021 Major League Baseball season. A no-hitter is a game in which a pitcher, or pitchers, gives up no hits. It had been less than 24 hours since Spencer Turnbull of the Detroit Tigers completed baseball's 5th no-hitter of the season, when Corey Kluber of the Yankees threw the 6th. With 6 no-hitters by May 19th, baseball is 2 away from tying the full season record, which was set in 1884. Interestingly enough, the 6 no-hitters have come against just 3 teams. Texas, Seattle, and Cleveland have been no-hit twice this year. No-hitters are relatively rare. There have only been 311 in MLB history. This year's no-hitters have raised questions about how baseball could already have so many no-hitters so early in the season, and why they seem to be occurring at such an extraordinary rate. Are pitchers just better than ever? Are hitters just worse than ever? Will MLB have to change the rules or the position of the mound? Watch this space, or base.